Sekhukhune United, captain Linda Mntambo, joining us on the floor. I think we'll just also allow him to speak about his views. We've got an upcoming clash with Cape Town City over the weekend. It's a big clash. We've got a home ground. And tell us our views and before we open it up to the media.
Yeah, thank you and good morning to everyone. I think it's going to be an exciting fixture. We know Cape Town City, what they can bring on the day. One is, I think Cape Town City as a team, I think ever since they got the status from ACES, they've never really changed their identity. They've always been a team that plays on the front foot. Whether they play home or away, they are a team that, puts numbers out there in attack. If you look at the past season, how they actually played against preventing Sundowns from an invincible season, they were the only team that managed to beat them. So that also tells you, how much of a good team they are. But at the same time, we're focusing on ourselves, playing at home in front of our fans. We are just going to give it our best shot, and hoping that we achieve booking a spot into the next round. If you look at the past season, we crashed out in the first round of the MTN 8, and as a team, our mandate has always been wanting to improve where we left off and be crashing out in the first round. Now we want to cement a place in the semi-finals. So that's what we looking out to do this over the weekend.
Thank you so much, Linda. Igor, can I just open it up to the floor? Just the same routine, just introduce yourself and publication. Thank you.
How has it been the last few weeks with the coaches? How have you guys found him and what is his style?
Yeah, it's been tough. Preseason is one tough moment in our career because we work through a lot. Mentally, it's demanding. Physically, on the body, it's also demanding. But I think it's laying a foundation, ahead of the new season. It's something that we need to go through. And the foundation, even when building a house, without a strong foundation, it becomes hard to go up and build. So I think we've built a good foundation together with the new coach, Coach Peter, understanding his philosophy, being a sponge and absorbing everything that he's been giving us. And I think, look, we are ready to face Cape Town City over the weekend. So we are hoping to get a good result over the weekend, yeah.
Linda Mntambo from YFM. Maybe just what role does the new coach envisage you play? Because we know you from being a midfielder, and the previous season you were a bit further higher up. So maybe just what conversations have you had with him about the he sees you play?
Yeah, he still sees me playing from midfield, but higher up the field because of the kind of player that I am. I like creating goals. I think that's part of my niche. And at the same time, I'm one to score goals again. So the coach is giving me that freedom. But at the same time, he's also helping me, improve as a player. And he's been working with me for, I think, the past weeks so much in helping me improve and take my game to the next level. So yeah, it's just about it.
So this hands just came simultaneously. I'll just take a democratic view. Can we just ladies first?
Hi Linda, it's Long from SABC News. Our Sekhukhune United have improved significantly throughout the seasons, like since 2021-2022, and we've been with the club since 2022. So I just want to know, what's the progress like, and what would you say the goal is for the team going forward?
Yeah, like I said earlier, when I joined Sekhukhune back in 2022, the mandate from the chairman has always been for us to improve. Improve from where we left, improve from the previous game. So it's always been that. There's never been pressure to say, guys, we need to win trophies. But look, as footballers and as a club, we would love to win silverware. but gradually, you know, there's always has got to be a progression. So ours has always been one is we need to improve from where we left off. If you look at our past seasons, we've been on a high, and it always gets tougher. Last season we ended up fourth on the log, so that tells you where we need to, you know, go up in terms of improving from where we left off. And even in the competition, crashing out in the first round, now we want to put ourselves in the semi-final. So that's always been the mandate, to improve every time.
Rana Lorenz, thank you so much for observing Women's Month.
Linda Mntambo obviously lost Kamoela Mokocho, who was an important part of the squad, but Tabang Monari comes in, we know very well. Just how is he settled in with the group, you guys, and then also another person that's Elias Mokwana's here, and Halwa comes in, who's making the fans excited, people excited about these two players in specifics. Do you think that they can adequately come in and do the job of what Elias and what Kamo was doing last season for you guys?
Yeah, maybe let me start with Tabang joining us, you know, from Pirates. Myself and Tabang have a strong, you know, relationship off the field. We've played together at Jomo Cosmos and at Pirates, and now we are here. I think Tabang is a big boy. He's been in the league for so many years. He knows what he needs to bring on the table. The other time, my colleagues were asking me, what can we expect? And I said, you can expect nothing but 100% from a player like of Tabang's quality. He knows what he needs to deliver. He knows his mandate as a player. He knows what he needs to do on the field. So with that, I don't have a lot of, you know, problems with obviously integrating him into the team. All he just needs to do is, you know, get to know his teammates. But what he needs to do on the field, he has millions in. So that's not much of a problem when it comes to him. In terms of losing players, I think it's the nature of football. You know, players come in and players leave. Some leave for better opportunities, you know, some leave because their contracts are over. And when it comes to Elias Mukwana, Elias has been exceptional for us in the past seasons. But what makes Elias be the person that he is his teammates. You know, we are a team. And most importantly, I said the other time, is that sometimes we tend to look at an individual and forget, you know, the rest of the squad. And maybe not only an individual, we focus more on the 11 that starts the game or the 20 that travels. But it's the other guys that are left behind, because iron sharpens iron at training. We make each other better, you know. If we train hard and push ourselves every day at training, we make it easy for us to compete on match day. And I think if Elias is honest enough, he knows that it's because of his teammates, it's because of the coaches that he's worked with, that he finds himself where he is in Tunisia. So wish him, you know, everything of the best in his new club. We hope that he flies the South African flag high, because not only now is he going to fly his Sekhukune's flag high, but also the country. You know, he's going to be an ambassador for the country, and he's going to open doors. If he does well there, he brings in a lot of scouts to come in and search for talent in our country. So yeah, with that, and Kamu's played the game at the highest level. Kamu comes from Europe, and look, I think we lost a gem, but we've signed equally good players, and it's Kamu's going to, I think in terms of pressure, I feel that he's got more pressure because he's going to play against us as a club, you know, more than us playing against him. We are playing against Cape Town City, but he's also going to be playing against players that he's worked with, you know, a long time. Yeah, but there won't be any love lost, but at the same time, we want to win, you know, on the day. It's not about him, it's about the club and us wanting to go through to the next round.
So can I also request, just observing time, last 2 questions. Can we just reach a compromise? Can we have 3 questions? I see there's 4 hands, just for time purposes. If you can just allow us to have 3 questions.
Thank you. This is on a level from City Press. And from what you produced last season, you look like you still have like 5 seasons in you. What keeps you what keeps you going? I mean, you're not young, you're on the wrong side of grade. What advice to the young guys to have the staying power that you are having? What is
I think the secret has been just respecting the game. Looking after myself, looking after my body. Taking recovery seriously, watching what I put inside the body, and it's always been that. The extra training that I do. So I'm hoping to continue to continue the habits that I've built for myself over the years. I know in South African football, once you go above the age of 30, and mind you, I'm 35. People say, hey, he's old. Normally, South African players at that age may let's retire or go to lower leagues. I still want to challenge myself with what I've achieved last season individually, and with the club, I still want to take it a step further. I want to score more goals. I want to give more assists. I want to contribute to the team's success. I want to be on the field as much as I can, and hopefully, with God by my side, stay injury free. Because that's some of the things that you just can't run away from. Injuries. I hope that I stay fit, and that I'm there to assist and help my team. Do it.
Thank you, Skipper. I just ask, Skipper, I just wanted to check something with you. I know you follow the game and you see us about stuff. You must have closely watched the match between Pirates and Super Sport on Saturday night. One thing that was quite evident there was the conditioning of the players. You wouldn't really think that was the first game of the season. They went, toe to toe for 120 minutes. From you guys, are you, at that level in terms of conditioning and fitness and that kind of thing? Because it can be very important.
Can I, just before you answer that, can I ask brother here, please?
Linda, for me, it's just the motivation. I think there's about 10 million rands on the line. There's also just that viral video of viral, you talking about the struggles of soccer players and stuff like that. So just how much of a motivation is this competition? It's just 4 games and yeah.
And just before you answer that, I'll remind you.
Okay.
Then our last question for the segment.
Would that be a question in Africa? Just on the topic of the players that have been brought in, just looking at the quality of the signings in this window, would you say this is possibly the best transfer window that Sekhukhune has had since you've come through, and is that going to give you guys pressure now to reach another level with the type of players that you've got into the squad for this coming season?
Thank you so much. So we'll start with the conditioning, and we'll go to the motivation, the prize money, and the last question is with regards to the signings.
Yeah, I think with regards to conditioning, I think we've worked hard during the 6-7 weeks that we've had, and our conditioning team have been hard on us. So with that, I think, yes, the friendly matches we've also played, players have, got an opportunity to play 90 minutes, though look, a friendly cannot match match day, an official game, but we hope that we've built enough, to last and play at the highest quality. Like you said, when we look at the game against Pirates and SuperSport, it was really an intense match, up and down, teams going at each other, and we hope to give the fans that. Playing against Cape Town City over the weekend.
The motivation about, does it motivate you, the money?
Yeah, look, we are here because of the money. Yes, the talent is there. We are doing something that we love. But what makes us wake up every morning is having to put food on the table. So with MTN 8, 3 games, like you said, giving us an opportunity to win 10 million. It means incentives will come our way should we win the tournament. So yes, it's an extra motivation. Bonuses and stuff like that are a motivation. But at the end of the day, we've got contracts to honor. We need to perform, irrespective of the stake, the prize money that's there. We still need to play for the badge. So that's what comes first, playing for the badge before the incentive. But yeah, look, you can't run away from knowing that if you win, there's an incentive that you might receive. So yeah.
The last question would be the signings. Do you think they'll take us to the next level?
Yeah, yes, and it's looking pretty good. our signings that we've made, there's young boys that we've signed from the NFD, exciting players who are impressing every day at training, and obviously they want to make a mark for themselves. Senior players, who have played the game for the longest of time, and they know what's needed of them. And as a team, I think collectively the cohesion is there. We look ready for the first match, and yes, we are going to put the team first, more than individuals. So I think we've built quite a good, solid team, ready to participate on Saturday.